What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. So I'm back with another BellaVena polygel kit to show you guys. Like I said in my last review, they released a bunch of new kits. So today I'm trying out the Blossom kit, and this is what the packaging looks like. It's an all white box with magnetic closure, and when you open it up it says "Oh Hey Beauty" with a little holographic in the background. I really love the new packaging. Before, their boxes were like so big and they were like holographic, but I do like the smaller box, and I like the all white. I feel like it's more like classy and everything, and I feel like the magnetic closure is a nice little touch. I don't know, I pay attention to stuff like that. But yeah, you do get 6 different color 15 milliliter polygels, and on some of the products there's like little rose gold caps and stuff, which I think is also a nice addition to this kit. It just looks like so fancy, I don't know. But yeah, these polygels actually glow in the dark. I didn't realize it because I was looking on the website and I was like, it didn't say anything about them glowing in the dark, but they do. So I thought that was pretty cool, especially for like Halloween. So yeah, I'm basically going to be doing a colorful Halloween design. But yeah, you also do get some rhinestones. There's 3 different colors: black, pink, blue, and clear, and there's 3 different sizes in those. And you also do get a mini UV LED lamp. It has like little legs and it plugs in by USB. This is the USB cord. They're really good for like flash carrying and stuff. And there's also 2 dual form clips. I'm not really a big user of dual forms, but I suppose these would help like hold them in place to cure them, I guess. And you also do get a 7.5 milliliter top gel and a base gel, and this is what the brush on these look like. And there's also a little rose gold cap on these. You also get a full-size 30 milliliter slip solution in this kit, and a BellaVena polygel brush. It's all white and it says BellaVena Dallas on it, and it has a polygel brush on one side and then the scraper tool on the other side to place a polygel on your nails. And you also do get a 100-180 grit nail file. And then you have some tweezers. These have a really fine point on them. You can use them to like pick up the rhinestones. And then there's some dual forms in there. Like I said, I don't really use these. I always use tips when I do polygel, but for those of you that do, I always like to show them because most people will be using the dual forms because it's like a DIY kit and includes everything you need. So this is what they look like. They seem like a pretty decent size and they're pretty durable. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all the colors for you guys really quick before the tutorial. They don't have names and they're just like numbered, so I'm just gonna randomly swatch them. So the first one I'm swatching is number 137. This one is a really pretty peach shade, and these polygels are super soft to work with. Like literally they're so easy. You barely need any slip solution. You might just need to like wet your brush a little bit, but that's pretty much it. Plus you don't want to use a lot of slip solution anyway because it will create like a film on the nails. The next one is 138. This is a nice neon green, and I was actually so surprised that these glow in the dark. It didn't say anything about that on the website, and it didn't say anything on the website that they were jelly colors either, which I love even more because I love jelly nails. Like I swear they'll never go out of style. This color is 141, by the way. But yeah, they're jelly colors, and I really like that because I don't have any jelly colors, like polygel colors, that are these colors in my collection, so I was excited about these. These colors really caught my eye, so I really wanted to review this kit next. This next shade is 148. It's a nice nude shade that you can use for ombres and French nails. I feel like it's the perfect accent to this kit because you can like do those type of designs with the other colors and that one. The yellow shade is 143. It's a really nice yellow shade, as you could see. I don't think I have a yellow jelly color like this, so yeah, that's really pretty. And I like how you could like kind of wear these colors all year round for like spring, summer, and then incorporate them into fall too, because you have like the oranges. And as you can see, I used the pink and the nude shade in this video for my Halloween set. But yeah, the last one was 145, which is a blue shade, and this is what they all look like with the top coat. This kit is actually 50% off right now, and you guys can use my 20% off code, so check the description box if you're interested. Moving on to the fun part though, I'm gonna start doing the design. So as always, I prepped my nails off camera and I'm going in with a dehydrator and primer. I'm using BellaVena dehydrator and primer that I received in the mystery box. I will link it down below. I really love this dehydrator and primer. It works really good for product adhesion, especially polygel nails. They stay on really good. So if you're having issues with lifting or something, you should definitely try this out. And now I'm going in with a layer of base gel. I do have a little bit of nude acrylic on my nails. Most of you know that because I file down to acrylic because I change my nails a lot rather than soaking them off, because soaking your nails off over and over again makes them really like brittle. So yeah, I put a little bit of nude acrylic on there and, you know, file my nails down and then just put new tips on. I will link my prep video in the cards if you're interested in seeing how like I shape up my nail tips and stuff beforehand. I go into like detail for nail prep for polygel in that video, so I'll be sure to link that in the cards. But yeah, I'm using color 141. By the way, I did cure the base gel for 60 seconds. You want to make sure you apply a base gel before you're applying your polygel, because it gives that polygel something to grip onto and it will protect your natural nails. But yeah, I'm doing this entire nail in color 141, which is that really nice hot pink shade. But I do end up going in with a second layer later on because I wanted like a little bit more of an apex. And like I said, these polygels are really soft, and I guess I didn't flash cure the nail long enough because it kind of did run off to the sides a little bit. So if you're gonna flash cure, just leave your hand in the lamp for a little longer. I was kind of like doing my nails late at night, so I was rushing a little bit, so I had to like file some of that off. It's not really that big of a deal, but yeah, you just want to make sure it's like a little bit more cured before you like move on to the next nail, if that makes sense. But yeah, to apply the polygel, I just squeeze it right on the nail. I don't ever really use the scraper tool, and I always like start by the cuticle and then just go side to side down the nail, and also make sure to like smooth the nail out before I cure in my lamp. So I'm just going to do a little flash cure there, which like I said, I didn't do long enough because some of the polygel did go off to the side a little bit. But yeah, I do fix it with some filing later on. It's really not that big of a deal. But now I'm going in with a little bit of base gel on the tip of this nail, and I'm going to be placing these little black holographic hearts into the gel, and I'm going to be encapsulating them with the pink polygel. Since they're translucent jelly colors, you'll still be able to see the black hearts through the gel. So you just want to place the hearts into the gel and cure them in place. Make sure they're in the gel really good so that they don't fall off after you cure them. So yeah, now I'm going in with that nude shade 148, and I'm going to be creating a nail bed. You need like a really little bead for this, but since I'm building up the nails, I made sure to apply a good amount to like build an apex, if that makes sense. So yeah, I placed a good amount, but not overly like ridiculous amount. So yeah, to make the nail bed, all you want to do is kind of like pat the polygel in place onto the nail first. I always start by the cuticle, and then, you know, when you get to where the tip and the natural nail meet, you can start using your brush to take in the sides and kind of like round off the nail bed, and just keep shaping it up until you're like satisfied with the way it looks, and then cure in place. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you're not comfortable with just like adding the bottom color after this, you can always go in with your hand file and shape it up. But I just am confident with like the way it looks. Like, it doesn't have to be ridiculously perfect or anything, but I feel like I've been doing this for a long time, so I'm okay with how it looks. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead and apply the tip color, which is number 141, and that's that hot pink shade, the same pink I used on the other nail. I don't know why I read the number like it was a new color or something. But yeah, you just want to place you know, enough to fill in that area, because we're building up the nails. And you're going to want to make sure to drag the polygel up the sides and then kind of just pat the rest of the polygel in place and then cure. Now I'm going to go in with that pink shade on the pointer finger, and I know I'm not doing my nails in any specific order. I was kind of just thinking of things as I go along. That's usually how I do my sets. I have like an idea in my head, but while I'm doing it, I kind of just randomly do it. So that's why I'm like jumping from nail to nail. So yeah, I was just thinking of things as I go along. So on this nail, I'm just doing exactly what I did on the ring finger, applying the pink shade to the entire nail. And I'm also going in with a second layer of the pink on the ring finger as well, because like I said, I wanted more structure to the nail. I wear my nails long, so definitely when you're wearing longer nails, always make sure they have enough polygel on them, like enough product to where they're strong. If you don't have enough product on longer nails, they will just break off eventually. So definitely make sure you're doing that. So as you can see, when I squeeze the polygel out on the nail, I usually put the rounded end up by the cuticle area, and that's the part that I kind of like pat in the apex area and keep it there. I don't really brush it down. And then the rest of the product, I kind of like, you know, brush it down over the tip, but I don't brush that rounded end down much. I keep it near the apex area to help build my apex. And on the middle finger, I'm doing the same thing I did on the pinky. I'm applying the base gel and some hearts and curing those in place. Now I'm gonna go in with that nude shade again on this nail and create a nail bed with it, just like I did on the pinky nail. And then I will cure that, go in with the pink on the tip of the nail. And I actually did go in with a second layer of the pink on the pointer finger off camera because I thought I was recording, but I guess not. So I did end up going in with a second layer on that nail as well, just like I did on the ring finger. Okay, so moving on to the filing, I'm going to start by debulking the nails as always. So I'm always going around the cuticle first, then I go like side to side all the way down the nail to kind of like smooth it out evenly. And I go like up and down with my drill to file the sidewalls. I also make sure to file underneath the nail, along the sides, and stuff like that. You always want to keep your drill moving no matter what you're doing, so that you don't like heat up the drill bit on the nail. This is a medium grit ceramic drill bit that I like to use. And I'm making sure to go around the cuticle a lot to try to get down as much of that product that I can. Like I said, some of the polygel accidentally leaked off to the sides a little bit. So I'm trying to remove as much of it as possible with my drill bit. But before I go in with my cuticle bit to seal around the cuticle and clean around that area, I will be taking my hand file just to like file up the sidewalls a little bit. So it's a little bit easier for me when I go in with my cuticle bit, because the cuticle bit isn't really gonna like file through like, you know, thick product like that. So I just use a little bit of a hand file on the sides to get the rest of that polygel that like, you know, float off to the side. As you can see, I'm just taking the hand file and just quickly filing up the sidewalls, and this made it like so much easier to like finish filing. Usually I don't do this, but since that happened, I had to go in with the hand file. Like I said, it's nothing a little filing can't fix. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go back in with my drill bit and just go around one more time and get that product down as much as I can and make everything look nice around the cuticle area before I go in and seal with my cuticle bit. I always like to seal with my cuticle bit as the last step, because that's what gives you that clean finished look around the cuticle, and you can get the product down really thin with a cuticle bit. So that's what I'm doing, and I always use it on a low speed to avoid damaging my nails. So yeah, you can get really nice in between that area, and it just like seals the product, and it really helps to prevent lifting. I do have some drill bit recommendations in the description box in my Amazon store under nail products, so definitely check them out if you're interested. And to finish filing, I'm just gonna shape up the nails as the last step. You guys know, if you watch my channel, I like to do this as my last step. I don't like to hand file first, because I feel like hand filing first and then going in with your drill bit dulls your shape. So doing it this way, you get a sharper shape that will last longer. So we're doing a long tapered square shape. So as always, you want to hold your hand file straight no matter what you're doing. I file straight like a few times on each side of my nail to kind of debulk like the overall width of the nail, and then I angle my file inward to file the tip in just a little bit to taper the tip, and then I file the free edge at an angle. You could either hold the file at an angle and file straight across, or you can hold your file at an angle and file up and down, and always make sure to buff your nails afterwards to get the scratches out. You definitely want to do that. You don't want to see scratches in your top coat. Trust me, it will ruin the whole look. So never forget to buff your nails and underneath your nails as well to get out any product or nail tip under there. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and start doing the nail art, which is the most fun part of the video. I was so excited for this design. I was honestly not sure if I was going to be able to paint this, but I took a chance and I'm glad that I did because I do like the way that they turned out. And I know you guys want to see more like hand painted nail art, so yeah, I'm glad that I got out of my comfort zone and decided to do it because I think it came out really cute. So I'm going to start by kind of drawing the outline of everything and then going in with the details. So I'm drawing like the little outline of the head and filling it in. I'm using some white and black gel polish from a cart. This is a Noir & Blanc gel polish set. They're really nice and thick, especially for nail art. And I'm using my detail brush in the number 3. I have these linked in my Amazon store under nail products. I've been using these brushes ever since I started doing nails, and I just love them for nail art. So yeah, I went ahead and like flash cured that, and now I'm gonna be like kind of like filling in the areas around the head to kind of make the shape of like the cloak, you know, the hood that goes over Scream's head. So you kind of want to just kind of, you know, fill in those areas and, you know, do like a rough draft. It doesn't have to be like perfect because when you add the details in, everything will come together.
Since our last undressing session, I'm not really sure if you've been checking. I'm progressing. I just heard my songs is popping out in Macedonia and even Serbia. I don't mean to burden you. If you got a man since then, I understand. Last thing I want to do is get you jammed, especially if he's the fan. He probably never want to hear my shit again. And I need every single sound scan. But if you single and you down, then I'm in your town feeling for another round. I was counting down the days, been more patient than a Browns fan. Where that chip at? Probably on your shoulder, cause I forgot to hit back. Left you on red. Apologies are said, but often never meant. Well, fuck that, I repent.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and draw the eyes, which I was really nervous about. But the way that I kind of do things is I kind of draw the shapes, and I learned this from my husband because he's like an artist. He draws really good and stuff. He always says to like draw the shapes first and then like add the details. So like the eyes are like little ovals, and then the nose is kind of like an upside down triangle, like a little bit like a heart, you know, like a skeleton nose. And then the mouth is like another long oval, but like do it a little bit wavy. And to get thinner lines, you want to use the tip of your brush. And this was a really fine detail. I thought I was really going to jack up the nose. I'm not going to lie. I was like, I'm going to have to scrap this because I can't do the nose. But honestly, it came out good on the first try. I was like, okay. I was like really feeling myself. I was like, we're getting somewhere here. Like, I'm doing good for once. So yeah, I'm just filling in the mouth. And that was easy. Like you could see, it's just like a little oval. And now I'm just going to add the facial details, like the little lines around the forehead, the cheekbone, the mouth, just to show like expression. I feel like this looks better, especially after you top coat and everything, because it shows like the detail more rather than if you would have just left, you know, the white face and the like, you know, eyes, nose, and mouth. It just adds that little more detail in the end result. I'll also be making 2 little white dots in the eyes. You know, it just shows like expression, if that makes sense, if you feel what I'm trying to say. I'm also going to be making like little white lines, thin lines throughout the like hood. Alright, so now I'm going to be drawing the outline of the phone, and the reason why I'm going in with white is because I'm doing it over black and I wanted to make the phone pink. So I'm going to be drawing the phone in white and then going over it with pink so you'll be able to see it better. So yeah, I'm just kind of like making a little square and then going up the side really quick, and then I'll be curing that and like painting it over with pink. I'm using this pink shade from Madame Glam. I can't really remember the name right now, but I'll leave it in the description box. So I'm filling that in. I actually did go in with another layer of the pink just to like make it more pigmented off camera. And then after that, I'll be drawing like a little wire. But yeah, this was pretty easy to paint. You know, like Scream is pretty easy for the most part. So you guys, if you guys wanted to like recreate it, I think it would be pretty easy. Yeah, it's one of the easier Halloween designs. I didn't want to do anything too difficult because I'm just getting back into like, you know, hand painting my nail art again. So yeah, and now I'm going to be drawing little hearts on this other nail, but leaving some space because I'm going to be putting some little Old English letters in the middle. I'm going to be putting hang up on the nails. So on my other hand, I'm doing the word hang, and then on this nail I'll be doing up. But yeah, basically I kind of like just kind of draw like little lines and fill them in, and eventually you can make it into the shape of a heart. I'll be outlining these in black too, and then putting like a little white mark inside the heart. On the other nail, I didn't do Scream, I just did like a little spider web. I'll link a video in the cards. My last video I actually did a spider web design, so if you want to see how to do a spider web design, I'll link that video in the cards because I painted it in that video, but I'm not showing it on my other hand. And to finish up the design, I went ahead and top coated the nails as well as underneath the nails since they're jelly nails. And now I'm just going to be placing some pink and black stones onto the nails. I felt like they went perfectly with this set, like it all came together. I'm just placing them in the gel because, as you know, they won't be on long. But if you want them to last, of course, use like bling gel or rhinestone gel for your stones. But yeah, other than that, I just cure for 60 seconds. I really love the way these turned out. I really love the spooky glam vibe. I think it's really, really cute. It's like spooky, but it's still like pretty at the same time. And I know you guys like my last set, so I plan on doing like a lot of sets like this because that's like my style anyway. And that's what I like. So yeah, I hope you guys like this set. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe because I post nail tutorials and reviews every week. You definitely do not want to miss out. And if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you go ahead and do that because I usually post about my upcoming videos on there. And here is the finished look. Like I said, comment below and let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you guys.